Welcome to the Deep Dive. This is where we take your sources, all that material, and really just cut straight to the good stuff, pulling out those essential nuggets of knowledge for you.
Yep, and today we're looking at something, well, seemingly basic, but actually incredibly powerful. Everyday English.
That's right. We've got this English language practice recording here, and it's designed specifically to give you the absolute foundations for, navigating daily life.
It's like the essential toolkit, really, for speaking English out there in the real world.
And our mission here, our goal in this deep dive is to walk through that material with you, point out what's most important, maybe why it's important.
And how the original source actually suggests you can make these phrases stick.
Exactly. It's about getting you ready, getting you confident using English in those situations you'll face every single day. So let's jump in.
Okay, so where do you even begin if you want to use English for just, basic stuff? The source is smart about this. It starts right at the beginning.
Right, the absolute start. When you first meet someone, greetings. It highlights good morning, as the standard way to kick off the day when you see someone. Or even just a friendly nod.
And it's not just about, knowing the phrase itself. The source jumps right into how to practice it.
Yeah, simple repetition, okay, but also putting it in context. That seems key.
Totally. They suggest imagining you have a roommate.
Right.
And actually practicing saying good morning, their name. Make it feel like a real, even if it's tiny, interaction.
Gets you used to saying it out loud, doesn't it?
Exactly. So once you've done the greeting, the next logical step, in English anyway, is asking how someone's doing.
The classic, how are you? But what I liked is the source doesn't just stop there. It gives you options for responding.
Right. It's not just, I'm fine, thank you. There's, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm okay.
But also importantly, I'm tired, which is great. It sort of gives you permission, to be honest.
It reflects your actual state, yeah. And this is where it gets interesting. The source brings in body language.
Oh, that's crucial. Like saying, I'm fine with a smile versus, well, not.
Huge difference. A slumped, I'm tired, is worlds away from a slightly weary but, smiling, I'm tired, but hey, coffee time.
Yeah.
The source even has these little role-play examples comparing feeling really tired versus feeling great and ready for the weekend.
It shows how confidence, even with simple phrases, really changes the message.
Definitely. And how do you build that confidence beyond just repeating?
Well, the source has some good practical tips, like using a mirror.
Yeah, actually seeing yourself say the words, checking your expression.
Or recording yourself, hearing your own voice back.
Yeah.
It can be really helpful for tweaking pronunciation, getting smoother.
It can. And when you think about it, these basics, hello, how are you? They really are the absolute foundation for almost any conversation you'll have.
Can't really do without them. They're the building blocks.
So, building on that, the source moves pretty quickly from just saying hello to, practical needs.
Makes sense. After hello, you often need to do something or get something.
And asking for help is a big one.
Right. The key phrase introduced is, can you help me, please?
Polite, clear gets the job done. And the examples are very everyday. Asking for directions to an address.
Or help carrying something heavy. Stuff that actually happens.
And the golden rule they keep mentioning.
Always please, gotta have the please. Turns it from a demand into a request.
Absolutely. And then closing that loop with thank you. That's just as important.
The source really drills that politeness cycle.
Which leads naturally to the reply. You're welcome. That simple exchange, thank you, you're welcome. It just smooths things over.
So helpful.
And digging a bit deeper into asking for help, the source focuses on directions specifically.
Yeah, phrases like, excuse me, where is? Or maybe, can you tell me how to get to up there?
And notice the politeness again. Excuse me, to get attention nicely.
Right. And can you tell me it's a question, not an order?
There's a little sample dialogue, too, about finding the library.
Oh, yeah.
And the answer's simple, like, it's 2 blocks down the street. Shows how clear and concise directions can be.
But sometimes it's not about someone doing something for you. It's about you needing something, an item, or maybe just a state of being.
Right. Expressing your own needs directly.
And the core phrase for that?
I need. Powerful and direct. The source gives a bunch of examples. Concrete things like, I need water. I need a taxi.
I need some coffee. I use that one a lot.
Huh, me too. But also, less tangible things like I need help, meaning I need it, or I need some rest.
Yeah, that's a different nuance from can you help me?
Exactly. And saying I need some coffee can even, spark an interaction. Me too. Let's grab one. Expressing a need can connect people.
So these phrases, they're basically your toolkit for getting around, right? Finding things, asking for what you need, politely.
Precisely. But conversation isn't only about getting what you need. It's also about connecting, offering support.
Ah, the flip side, offering help.
Yeah, phrases like, do you need help? Or the slightly more formal, can I help you? Just friendly ways to show you're willing.
Makes sense.
And the example they give is great. Can I help you carry that?
Yeah.
And it shows a whole polite back and forth.
Yes, please.
Right, and then that's very kind,
Yeah.
followed by thank you.
And the final, you're welcome, the whole polite sequence.
Exactly, it's a complete kind interaction.
Speaking of universal things, food and drinks. The source dives right in. You definitely need phrases for that every day.
Oh, absolutely. From just stating how you feel, I'm hungry, to suggesting something, let's eat.
Or asking, what's for lunch?
And then the crucial ordering phrases, I'd like a sandwich, or can I have a coffee, please? That please again.
Always the please, or I'll take the salad. Simple ways to order.
And equally vital, I'm full when you've had enough. Simple.
The source also circles back to those greetings, but links them specifically to the time of day.
Good point. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and then good night. Using the right one shows you're paying attention.
Then it moves into small talk, which is, how you build connections beyond just asking for things.
Yeah, building rapport. The examples are spot on everyday stuff. Talking about the weather.
Nice weather today. Yes, it's sunny. Or asking, what's the weather like?
Or asking about shared things like, did you watch the game last night?
Yeah, or the classic weekend question, how was your weekend? With a simple answer like, it was great, I went hiking.
These are like social lubricants, right? They help you move past just the functional stuff and actually connect with people. That's what the source seems to be getting at.
Definitely. Okay, so you can greet, ask, offer, make small talk. What's the next layer?
Talking about yourself, your life, your routine.
Right, let's unpack that. Describing your daily routine seems like a good way to structure things.
The source gives you the phrases for that, like I woke up at 7 a.m., I had breakfast or lunch or dinner.
I went to work, I went home, I had a meeting at 10. You can build a narrative.
Exactly. After work, I went home and relaxed. Basic daily actions. I brush my teeth, I take a shower, I get dressed.
And adding times makes it clearer. I leave for work at 8 a.m., then I come home around 6 p.m., and finally I go to bed at 10. You can map out your whole day.
From the routine stuff to more personal things, hobbies, likes, dislikes. This is how people actually get to know you.
So key phrases like, I like, I love, I enjoy.
Yeah, for the positives.
Yeah.
And I don't like, for the negatives. Plus, asking back, do you like, keeps the conversation going.
And the source lists a load of examples. Reading, soccer, cooking.
Waking up early, maybe some people like that. Painting, music, spicy food, sports, dancing. You just slot them into the phrases.
Okay, then the source shifts to talking about where things are, those tricky prepositions.
Yeah, essential but sometimes confusing. At, in, on.
The examples help, though. I'm at home, or at the park, or at the station, sort of specific points or general status.
Right, then I'm in the car for enclosed spaces.
And I'm on the bus or on the phone, being on a surface or, like, a system.
What this section really does is empower you to share more about your life, where you go, what you do, what you like, even where you are right now. Makes your communication richer.
Building on that picture, adding more detail. Time, family, descriptions.
Time's fundamental, right, for coordinating anything. So the question, what time is it?
And the common answers, it's 9 o'clock, straight up hour.
It's 3:30 for 3:30.
It's 4:45 for 4.45. And practical stuff like see at 6 or let's meet at noon for making arrangements.
From time to people, family. The source covers the basic terms.
This is my mother, he's my father. Simple introductions.
I have 2 sisters, I have 1 brother, talking about siblings.
Grandparents, aunts, uncles too. And that general question, do you have a big family?
It's good how the source then revisits weather, but adds more descriptive words, not just nice.
Yeah, getting specific. It's sunny, it's raining, it's snowing outside.
And temperature. It's cold today, it's hot in summer. Makes what's the weather like? More useful question if you have more answers.
And just like describing outside, describing inside feelings, emotions, that's crucial.
The whole range is covered here. I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm angry, I'm excited, I'm nervous.
I'm bored, I'm tired, I'm stressed, lots of common feelings. I'm relaxed now, I feel sleepy. Even specific excitement, I'm excited about the trip.
And asking and answering, how do you feel today,
Yeah.
leads to, I feel great, or I feel tired, maybe I feel proud.
It even touches on describing others, like their mood or personality trait. She's very kind.
Or a temporary state, he's being rude today.
So these phrases, they're like adding color and detail, right? Talking about when, who, what it's like outside, and importantly, how people are feeling.
Exactly. Details make the conversation real.
Moving on, the source layers in more practical vocab and specific scenarios.
Right, like going back to basics again. Numbers 1 to 20. You need numbers for, well, almost everything. Prices, times, dates.
And basic colors, red, blue, yellow, green,
And
the main ones.
orange, purple, black, white, pink, brown. And showing how to use them. My shirt is blue. Those are red flowers. This car is black. Simple description. Wisely, there's a focus on phrases for a classroom or learning situation.
Oh yeah, super useful if you're actually taking English classes.
Tools for getting help while you learn. Can you help me, please? Ben?
Admitting you're stuck.
Yeah.
I don't understand. Asking for a repeat, can you repeat that?
Getting help with words. What does this word mean? Or
Yeah.
how do you say this in English?
And just signaling you need to ask. I have a question. Very practical for learners.
Another common scenario. Phone calls. Need slightly different language.
Definitely. Starting the call. Hello, may I speak to?
Identifying yourself if they ask for you. Speaking
Arranging a callback. Can I call you back? Sure, no problem. I'll call you later.
and signing off. Talk to you soon. Covers the basics of a phone interaction.
The source also brings in transportation, modes of travel,
Talking about your commute. I take the bus to work. I ride a bike. I drive a car.
or using public transport. The train is fast. Let's take a taxi. Waiting. I'm waiting at the station.
And some basic question-answer pairs for getting to know you info.
Simple stuff like, where do you live? I live in New York.
What do you do? I'm a teacher. Sharing preferences. Do you like music? Yes, I love it. Just easy exchanges.
And finally, for this bit, some essential health phrases. What to say when you're not feeling well.
Crucial stuff. I don't feel well. I have a headache. I need to see a doctor.
And a little interaction about maybe having a fever. Do you have a fever? Yes, I think so.
With the simple advice, take some rest.
This section really feels like it's adding layers, you know? Vocabulary for specific common situations, learning, calls, travel, basic info, health.
Yeah, it's building out a really useful toolkit for daily life. And it continues refining these areas, adding more description, talking about plans.
Okay, so time again, but bigger units now. Days of the week. Monday to Sunday.
Right, and using them in sentences. Today is Wednesday, tomorrow is Thursday. Talking about the structure of your week. I work Monday to Friday. I rest on Sunday.
Then the months. January, February, all the way to December.
And how you use them, like my birthday's in June. Connecting them to personal events.
And linking months to specific dates seems like the next logical step.
Exactly. Asking, what's today's date? Answering, it's May 1st.
Or planning things. My appointment is on the 10th. School starts on September 5th. Essential for scheduling.
When the source shifts to the body. Basic body parts.
Head, shoulders, knees, toes. Like the song.
Yeah. Eyes, ears, mouth, nose. Hands, arms, legs, feet. Simple, but useful for describing things. Or, like we saw, health issues.
My leg hurts. She has blue eyes. Practical uses.
And from the body to what goes on it. Clothes. Another everyday topic.
Jacket, dress, shirt, pants, shoes. The basics.
And describing what someone's wearing. I'm wearing a jacket. She has a red dress.
Or practical things like, where's my shirt? Or, these pants are too big. I need new shoes. Real life clothing talk.
Food and drinks get another look, just reinforcing simple preferences.
I like pizza. He loves ice cream. Stating what you're having. I'm drinking tea. Offering, do you want coffee? Quick, easy phrases.
Then it gets domestic. Chores around the house.
Oh, right. I'm washing the dishes. I clean the room.
He's doing the laundry.
Yeah.
Can you take out the trash? Useful if you share a living space. The source adds a response to. Yes, I'll do it now.
And describing the house itself. Naming rooms.
This is the living room. The kitchen is big. I sleep in the bedroom.
There's a table in the dining room. The bathroom is clean. Knowing the names helps you talk about your home.
Simple actions verbs are key for talking about what people do.
The source gives examples like, I run every morning, she reads books, they watch TV, we write emails, he listens to music. Just subject plus a simple verb. Foundational sentence structure.
And wrapping up this section, a really important social skill, making plans. Yeah, the source lays out a simple back and forth. Someone suggests, let's go to the movies.
The other agrees. Sounds good.
Then you sort out the time. What time shall we meet? Agree. At 6 p.m.
And confirm. See you then. a complete mini dialogue for planning.
This whole section really fleshes out your vocabulary for daily living, doesn't it? Home life, actions, and coordinating with others.
Totally. Okay, so we've built up a lot. The source seems to wrap up by refining things, putting phrases into slightly more complex situations, kind of tying it all together.
Exactly. Revisiting introductions, but focusing on starting that conversation with someone new.
Like, hi, I'm Tap, what's your name? Simple opener.
Followed by, I'm nice to meet you. Then getting basic info. Where are you from? I live in Tap. Your go-to lines for meeting people.
Shopping gets another look too, adding more practical steps.
Beyond just price. How much is this shirt? It's $15. Checking size. Do you have this in a medium? Get it. Yes, here you go.
And trying things on. Can I try it on? Getting directions to the fitting room. Sure, the fitting room is over there. Really useful transaction sequence.
Family members get reviewed again. Repetition helps solidify those terms.
Good idea. And practical questions for finding your way around get reinforced. What time is it? Where is the nearest ATM? How do I get to the bus stop?
With those simple direction answers practiced again, it's across the street. Go straight and turn left. Pairing the question and answer.
Weather talk expands to include past and future.
Right, not just it's sunny today, but it was cloudy yesterday, or looking ahead. It might rain tomorrow. Adding intensity too. It's very hot. The wind is strong. More nuanced description. Hobbies revisited, more practice talking about interests.
And feelings again, adding more words to that emotional vocabulary.
Like I'm bored. Or context like, I'm nervous before the test. I feel proud. Describing others too. She's very kind. He's being rude today.
Then there's a whole section just reinforcing polite responses. Why the emphasis?
Well, the source pretty much says it. Politeness is like social glue. Thank you, you're welcome, excuse me, I'm sorry. No problem, it's okay. They smooth everything over, prevent problems, show respect. They're essential.
Makes sense. Locations are discussed again, but focusing on relative position. Using prepositions to say where things are in relation to other things.
Yeah, the bank is next to the post office. The coffee shop is across the street.
The bus stop is behind the building. The hospital is near the mall. Much clearer for giving directions.
Talking about schedules gets another pass. Linking times to daily events.
My class starts at 9 a.m., lunch is at 12, meeting at 2, dinner at 7, bed by 10 p.m. Talking about your day structure.
Transportation questions get more specific for public transit.
Right. Asking for stations. Where's the nearest subway station? Using specific lines. Take the red line.
Asking cost. How much is a bus ticket? It's $2. Arrival times. When does the train arrive? At 4:15 p.m. Really practical for getting around.
The source introduces simple opposites. Hot, cold, big, small.
Fast, slow, old, new, happy, sad. And encourages using them in full sentences to practice comparisons. The coffee is hot, but the ice cream is cold.
Describing people's appearance is covered too.
Simple stuff. He's tall, she has short hair, he wears glasses, or what they're wearing, she's wearing a blue dress. General impression, he looks friendly, makes descriptions more vivid.
Likes and dislikes, practiced again, reinforcement.
And then some common casual expressions are thrown in, for sounding more natural in informal chats.
Like, what's up? And the answer, not much.
Or how's it going? Pretty good. Things like, long time no see. Yeah, it's been a while. They make you sound more fluent and friendly.
The asking for help scenario is reviewed one more time, showing the full interaction flow.
Can you help me, please?
Yeah.
Sure, what do you need? I don't understand this. Let me explain it. Thanks a lot, Briz. The whole cycle.
Ordering food gets that extra layer. Eat in or take out.
To eat in or take out. To go, please. Very common distinction.
Travel conversations are revisited, adding booking and accommodation details.
I booked a flight. Where are you staying? At a hotel downtown. What's your travel plan? Even well wishes. Have a safe trip. See you soon.
And finally, it connects language learning itself to personal goals, which is kind of meta, but important.
Yeah, phrases like, I want to learn English. I hope to travel abroad. I plan to get a new job.
And reflecting on the journey. I'm working on my speaking. Plus that encouraging note. Let's keep practicing.
This final part really pulls it all together, showing how these phrases work in more complex, real interactions. It stresses that using them is how you improve and keep learning.
Wow, that was a lot. We really covered an incredible amount of practical, everyday English there, all straight from that source material.
Yeah, it's comprehensive. Everything from just saying hello to making complex plans, talking about your goals, it's all in there.
And the main takeaway, the core message that kept coming up in the source, it's about consistency, right? Using these phrases regularly.
Absolutely. That's the key to building the confidence, building the fluency. Listening, like you're doing now, is great. It's a vital step. But actually speaking them, practicing them, that makes the real difference.
Yeah, you got to put it into action.
And the source itself is really encouraging about that. It basically says, look, if you've worked through this stuff, you are making progress. The main thing is keep using the phrases. Stay consistent. Don't give up.
Right. So as we wrap up this deep dive, here's something for you to think about. Out of everything we just talked through, all those phrases, those situations, which one feels maybe the most challenging or perhaps a bit intimidating for you personally right now? And thinking about that one thing, what's one tiny manageable step you could take today? Just one little practice, maybe saying it to yourself, maybe trying it out once. What's one small thing you can do to practice just that one phrase or interaction?